The next topic is a color element. So the HTML5 allows input element of type color, which provides a user interface element that lets the user specify a color either by using a visual color picker interface or by entering the color into the text field. Okay, so in the RGB format, RRGGBB means it is in a hexadecimal format. Two color for red, two bits for red, two bits for green, and 2 bits for blue. Okay, let's see the example. How to mention the document type HTML body. Then this is an what color element, which is an like label. You can consider like label. Then next form, then select color. So input type is equal to color, value is equal to an hexadecimal value FF000. Then close the form, then body, then HTML. So we will get the output, that is color in the value of the input element of type color is always a string specifying in a RGB color in a hexadecimal format. Within the text field, the text field is filled with the color. So next is a date and time controls. So asking user to enter for some form, you can see enter your date of birth, which is in the form of DD, YY and DD, and YY, that is date, month, year format, like that. So asking user to enter date is a common web activity. So the date and the time input often need validation while gathering the input from the user. There are different input types to handle the date and time requirements in the user interface provided by the HTML5. All these types run on only those browser which supports the HTML5. So first is a data type, which creates a general date input control. The format for the date is y, that is year, month and the date. So then time, which creates a input control. The format for this time is hours, minutes and the seconds. Okay, next, date time creates a control in which user can enter a date and time. Then these are the attributes. Okay, then date time local creates a control in which user can enter a date and time without specifying a time zone. Then month creates a control in which the user can enter a month in a year. Then week, which creates a control in which the user can specify the week in a year, that is YYW, week. Okay, let's see one example how these attributes are, that is date and time attributes are used. Okay, the first is date. Okay, document type HTML body, then form, action, then selected date, input type is equal to date, then name is equal to DT, then input type submit. So if you create, if you give your input type is equal to date, means you will get like this. If you click on that, the calendar is displayed, from which we have to select the date, month, year, then submit. Here submit button is there. If you click on submit, it will go to the referred URL. Okay, what you given in the action to that URL, that query is submitted. Okay, so similarly time control. So here select time, input type is equal to time, name is equal to TM, then input type submit. So here can select the time here, then submit button. Then next, what we discussed, the input type date time provides the time zone, and with that we can select a date globally. It provides the date and time both values. So next is here input type is equal to date time, both date time both we selected here. So next is control is a week. So we have to mention that input type is equal to weak. It will select the weak element. So then next is table and form accessibility. So in order to improve the accessibility of websites, the W3C created the Web Accessibility Initiative, that is WAI, in 1997. The WAI produces some guidelines. Some of the important guidelines are: provide the text alternatives for any non-text content so that it can be changed into other forms. People needs such as large print, braille, speech, symbols, or simpler language. So create a content that can present in a different ways with a simpler layout without losing information or structure, and then make functionalities available from the keyboard. They provide the way to help the user navigate, find the content, and determine where they are. Okay, so then accessible to the table. So it is always not preferred to use the table for the layout. Rather, table is used normally for the tabular data. Table is normally used for tabular data. So how to access this table, how to provide the accessibility to table means always add the caption to the table. Always add the caption to the table. Then if there is a long description table, then put the table within a figure element and use the figure caption element to provide the description. Then next, connect the cells with the textual description in the header. Here textual description in the header, table header is there, no? There you have to give the textual description. Okay, then you can see this is what textual descriptions, that is employee ID, employee name, date of joining, salary. This is table header. Then this is a table data what we enter, that is employee ID is 101, then employee name is AAA, then date of joining 1/1/2001, then salary 10,000, like we entered the table data. So this is a table, what table caption we have to provide the table accessibility. First we have to provide what table caption, then table header with the text, textual description. Then accessible to forms. How to make accessible the forms. Accessible means for making the form more accessible, make use of the elements such as labels, field set, and the legend, which provides the connection between the input element in the form and their actual meaning. So label, you know the label syntax. Then here input type is equal to text, name is equal to user ID, and the your name. So this is a text area. So for that we have to give the label. Okay, this is all about what form accessibility and the table accessibility.